Every night, millions of people over 60 climb into bed believing they're doing everything right for their health. They take their medications, they eat well, they aim for 8 hours of rest. But what if the very position you sleep in, the one you've trusted for decades, is silently waging a war on your heart? This is the paradox of aging. What if the number one thing you do to recover is actually the thing that's slowly breaking you down? This isn't a scare tactic. It's a hidden medical emergency happening in dead rooms across the country. And today, we're going to expose it. Welcome to Elderly Paradox, the space where we explore the crucial and often unspoken health conversations for those of us navigating life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Laura. What if the one thing you do every single night to rest and recover is actually the number one thing silently straining your heart? It's a startling thought, but today we're going to uncover how a seemingly simple habit could be a hidden danger. If these are the kinds of conversations that matter to you, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss an episode. Joining me today is Mr. Matthew, who has been dealing with some concerning health issues despite his best efforts to live a healthy lifestyle. Mr. Matthew, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Dr. Laura. I'm hoping you can shed some light on what's been happening.
I'm here to help, Mr. Matthew. Why don't you start by telling me what you've been experiencing?
Well, I'm 68, and I've always thought I was doing everything right. I eat well, I take a walk every day, and I make sure to get a full 8 hours of sleep. But for the past year or so, I've been dealing with this deep fatigue that I just can't shake. No amount of sleep seems to help. I've also had morning headaches and this nagging, worrying discomfort in my chest. I just chalked it up to getting older.
The fatigue and chest pressure are certainly concerning. You believe you're getting enough rest, but it sounds like the quality of that rest is compromised. Let me ask you a question that might seem unrelated. How do you sleep at night?
On my back? I've always slept on my back. I heard it was the best, most neutral position for your spine.
That's a common belief, and while it can be fine for some, for many older adults, it can be incredibly problematic for the heart. The reason is a condition that becomes far more common and dangerous with age: obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. Any position that results in poor quality sleep should be avoided, but for those at risk for sleep apnea, sleeping on your back can increase the risk of airway obstruction.
Sleep apnea? But I don't snore loudly, and my wife has never said I stop breathing. I thought I'd know if I had it.
That's a very common misconception, and it's why these conversations are so important. So many of these hidden dangers go undiscussed. When we're young, our muscle tone is strong, even during sleep. But as we age, the muscles in our airway, including the tongue, can lose some of that tone. When you lie on your back, gravity becomes the enemy. It can cause your tongue and soft tissues in your throat to fall backward, partially or completely blocking your airway. If you know someone who complains about fatigue despite getting enough sleep, this is an episode you might want to share with them.
And that's what causes the problem?
Precisely. Each time the airway is obstructed, you stop breathing for several seconds. Your brain, starved of oxygen, hits the panic button. It floods your body with stress hormones like adrenaline, causing your heart rate to skyrocket and your blood pressure to spike as your body fights to get air. This cycle often ends with a small gasp or snort that jolts you into a lighter stage of sleep, just enough to reopen the airway. You mentioned you don't remember waking up.
That's right. I don't.
That's the insidious part. These awakenings are often so brief that you would have no memory of them. Yet this cycle can repeat dozens or even hundreds of times every single night. Imagine putting your cardiovascular system through a series of intense stress tests all night long. The repeated strain can lead to chronic high blood pressure, an irregular heartbeat, and a significantly increased risk of heart attack, heart failure, and stroke. The very act of sleeping on your back, which you thought was restful, was actually putting your heart through a grueling workout.
That's terrifying, Dr. Laura. I thought I was resting, but I was actually fighting for air all night. So what can I do? Is there a solution?
The good news is that the solution doesn't always require expensive procedures. For many people, it starts by simply relearning how to sleep. The best position to relieve this pressure is side sleeping. When you sleep on your side, gravity works with you, not against you. It helps keep the tongue and soft tissues from falling back, which can dramatically reduce or even eliminate these events.
So I should just sleep on my side? Is one side better than the other?
That's an excellent question. Sleeping on your left side is often recommended because it can improve circulation and is particularly helpful for those with acid reflux. However, and this is a crucial piece of advice for those with certain pre-existing heart conditions, if someone has a condition like heart failure, sleeping on the left side can sometimes cause discomfort. In fact, many patients with heart failure instinctively prefer their right side. While side sleeping in general is the goal, some people find sleeping on the right side is more comfortable and still keeps the airway open.
That makes sense. But I've been a back sleeper my whole life. I'm sure I'll just roll back over in my sleep.
That's what everyone says. It's a common struggle, and if you're trying this at home, let us know what works for you. Your experience could help someone else in this community. You can train your body with a few tools in a little patience. First, I recommend the pillow fortress technique. Place a firm body pillow or a few regular pillows snugly behind your back to create a physical barrier. Second, the knee pillow mandate. To keep your spine and hips aligned and prevent pain, always place a firm pillow between your knees. Third is the head pillow adjustment. Side sleepers need a thicker, firmer pillow to keep the head and neck in a neutral line with the spine. You want to fill the space between your ear and the edge of your shoulder.
A fortress of pillows. I can try that.
And if you find you're still rolling over, there's the tennis ball trick. It sounds strange, but you can wear a pocket t-shirt backwards and put a tennis ball in the pocket. When you start to roll onto your back, the discomfort will subconsciously prompt you to return to your side.
This is all incredibly helpful, Dr. Laura. It feels like a real plan.
Changing your sleep position is the most critical first step, but you can supercharge your recovery by building a sleep ritual around it. Consistency is key. Going to bed and waking up around the same time helps regulate your body's internal clock. I also recommend a wind-down hour before bed. Turn off the bright screens as the blue light can interfere with melatonin, the sleep hormone. This simple act of self-care is a paradox in itself, doing less to achieve more restorative health. It's a core theme we explore here at Elderly Paradox. Instead, read a book or listen to calming music.
If I do all of this, what should I expect? How will I know it's working?
The signs that your body is finally healing will be quite noticeable. Within a week or two, you should notice that the grogginess that has clouded your mornings starts to lift. You'll wake up feeling fresher. The tightness in your chest should become less constant, and your morning headaches should disappear. Over a month or so, your energy should be higher than it has been in years. You'll be able to see tangible results like better blood pressure readings. These are all indicators that your body is finally getting the restorative, oxygen-rich sleep it needs because you've removed that nightly stressor. Mr. Matthew, thank you again for sharing your story so openly with us.
Thank you, Dr. Laura. I feel like I have a path forward now. I'm going to get the pillows tonight and start this new routine.
I'm so glad to hear that. Mr. Matthew's experience is the very definition of an elderly paradox and a powerful reminder that some of the most impactful health changes are the simplest ones. He thought he was doing the right thing by sleeping on his back, but that small, unconscious habit was a major trigger for his fatigue and heart strain. The link between back sleeping, sleep apnea, and heart health is a silent danger that everyone, especially older adults, should be aware of. If this conversation has opened your eyes, please share it. Share it with your parents, your grandparents, or a neighbor you care about. You could be uncovering a hidden danger for someone you love. And if you believe in our mission to bring these critical, often overlooked health conversations to light, please subscribe to Elderly Paradox and join our community. Let's look out for one another. Thank you for joining us.